a very, very interesting part of singing that makes your singing interesting. It adds color to your singing. It adds color to your singing. You know, it just becomes interesting to listen to all of a sudden. Okay, you see this picture, you know the lady here.
Yes.
You all know her. I know some of. If you don't know her, this is someone mentioned her name. Very good. That is Kim Burrell. She's a very phenomenal singer. She has some skills in her riffs, like just out of this world. Anyways, anybody can riff, Jerry. She has trained herself to that point. She has trained herself to that point. I can't even be jealous. Oh my God. Okay, so riffs is just the singing of a single syllable of text while moving between several different notes in succession. Okay, it's also known as melisma. Actually, melisma is the official name of what we know as riffs. All right, many people call it riffs and runs and stuff like that, but it's official. It's known as melisma. You understand? I think the black musicians then introduced it as riffs and stuff like that. Anyways, that is it. Someone's raising up his hand. Okay, person has dropped it. All right, so I'm going to riff. You can riff. Riff is just this: singing a note in your song for a short period or a number of beats or seconds in that song, and then you can choose to sing it straight, like with just belting or just phrasing. And you can also choose to now introduce some relating melodies, some relating notes, some relating scales. You understand? That it won't still go off the progression of what you're singing. Is that taken? I didn't want to add riffs to discuss, but I just, let me just give it as a bonus. Okay. So the riff, I'm going to make an example of the riff. If I'm to sing,
yes, sir.
Oh, I'm still singing oh, and I now say oh. I'm still singing the same thing, but I just introduced some other notes, relating notes to that progression. My keyboard is down now. I'm unable to play something, but let me play something from here. Let me play something from here. I'm going to sing that same song, Hosanna. Okay, I'm going to sing that same song, Hosanna. Now I'm going to introduce riffs. Okay, so Hosanna in the highest, let our King be lifted high. Hosanna. I'm still singing the same thing I sang before. What I just did was to introduce relating melodies, just to add color, just to make it beautiful. Is that taken? Is that taken?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that is just it about
yes, sir.
adding riffs to your singing. And now there's a trick in this. Yeah, so you must, before you start applying riffs, especially when you're on stage. I see this with new singers and all of that. They've not really understood chord progression. Chord progression simply talks about what they play, like the accompaniment while you sing, what the musicians play, while you sing. That is chord progression. Chord progression is there's something called a chord. Like if you play, if you see, all the stuff you heard me play on my keyboard was chords. All right, like adding different notes to make that to make that progression is just the chord. So if you have an understanding of chord progression, you would know how to riff very well. Okay. The lady which we are seeing her picture, she does jazz music. She has a very vast knowledge in music generally. Okay, so that has helped her to be able to grow with sound, with knowing how to pick different melodies that will relate to that chord progression, and then everything is still intact. A lot of people know this woman, Kim Burrell, for her singing, but only few knows her songs. Only few knows her songs. Well, not everybody likes jazz anyway, but if you listen to her songs, you know where she's coming from. She does a lot of jazz music. And then if jazz is this kind of music that combines different kind of notes, flat notes, sharp notes, minor notes, minor and major combined, and everything. It just makes that song somehow dark, somehow bright. It just has a lot of color. You understand? So this woman here, she has been able to grow herself to that point where she can be able to, do several stuff with her voice. So I'm just going to do one more illustration with that same song, Hosanna, and then I'm going to bring someone up to illustrate with me. Hosanna in the highest, let our King be lifted high. Hosanna. All right, so I've just done what I could do. Just manage it like that. I know I'm not really good. All right, so who's going to come and read for us? Who's going to come and read for us? Come and read for us. Raise your hand, or I call you. They are afraid now. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Or it's like I made it too complex. Abi, did I make it too complex? The house is quiet. The house is quiet. I'm going to call on someone. I'm going to call on someone. I call on Ade Durofusin.
No, sir.
Hi.
Ade Tutu, let's hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are trying to hide, Abi. I know you. You are trying to hide. You are trying to hide.
Okay. Let me try.
All right, let's hear you. Any key you feel you're comfortable with. Okay, you know what you do? You're going to sing without riffing. You're going to sing without the riffs. Just sing it straight. You can add the vibrato, but just sing it straight.
Okay.
You can add the crescendo any which way, but not riffs.
Okay. Hosanna in the highest, let our King be lifted high.
Okay. So now let's hear you introduce the riff. Take it easy now.
Hosanna.
Okay.
In the highest, let thy King
right.
Yeah, that's
All right. Hello, everybody. How does he sound? How does he sound?
That was
Nice,
good.
nice, nice.
That was real good.
Okay. So I'm going to call on a brother. Any brother signify. If you've talked before, don't raise your hand. If you've talked before, if we've heard you before, don't raise your hand. Let's hear from people who. Okay, Adebolu, let's hear you. Adebolu, you're on.
Hosanna in the highest. Let our King be lifted high. Oh, Hosanna.
Okay. I heard some elements of riffing in that particular one. So now do it with the riffs. Let's hear you.
Hosanna
Okay.
in the highest. Let our King be lifted high.
Okay.
Oh,
My God. Okay, guys. How is that? How is that? How does that sound? How does that sound? Guys, let's hear you now. What's your comment? Give your comments now.
Yeah, that's great. He was very adventurous.
Okay. Okay, so Mr. Shugumak, can you do something for us?
Why did you press
How is that? Mr. Shugumak, let us hear you. I got you on the spot.
Actually, I'm in an environment where I'll try. Oh, I'm doing this without the riff now, right?
Great, yes.
Oh, in the highest, let our King be lifted high.
Okay.
Hosanna. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The riffs now, huh?
Yes, please.
All right. Hosanna.
Whoa.
In the
Yeah.
highest, that our King be lifted
Beautiful.
high. Oh,
Wow. Wow.
thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Shugumak. He's a musician. Don't mind him. He's
Of
ghosting.
course.
He's a musician already. Don't mind him. He has some records out. So don't mind. He's just ghosting. He's just ghosting here. You see how beautiful it sounds.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Let's
you.
just go. Okay. Let me just give you some tips on riffs. For your riffs, I hear a lot of people misuse this particular technique. People misuse the riff a lot. You hear some songs that is better done singing with just the belting and just some little vibrato, and then you sound beautiful. And some people will just misuse it by riffing all the way before they start singing. Ooh, ah, da, 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 and you understand, and they lose the message they are trying to pass. They make up it, pancake it with too much riff, and then they lose the beautiful part of their singing. You understand? So always know how to apply these things. Okay, riffs is better done with ad-libs. Okay, riffs is better done with ad-libs. If you're having a solo performance, you can also riff in between, your piece, the piece that you're singing. Okay, so let's go to questions now. Let's go to questions. Questions. Anybody raise your hand? Let me leave you with these words. It said, practice will make perfection. Okay, just make sure you practice and practice and practice. Okay, improve your knowledge on music generally. It will really help you if you can learn how to play a music instrument. It would really help you if you can learn how to play a music instrument. You know how to apply all of these techniques. You know how to apply it better. Okay, so let's practice. Practice today. Practice tomorrow. Practice every day. We said something yesterday. Who can remind us? There was a little phrase I gave yesterday. Who can remind us?
Old habits never die.
Thank you very much, Mr. Folorunshaw. Old habits never die. You understand? So just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. That practice to the point whereby you'd have less worries about it because it has become part of you. Understand? I can't go on stage now and be counting how to breathe, be making sure that I have enough breath in my belly before. No. All of that is part of me already. So I don't go on stage to go and start practicing. You understand? I go on stage prepared. It's a part of me. Then I don't need to be doing all the. I can't be warming up on stage now. I say, why is it when you're leading worship you want to be warming up? No. Okay, so let's get. So once again, thank you very much to everybody who joined. I'm really grateful. I feel appreciated. I feel blessed that you can even trust me enough to teach you anything when it comes to singing. Thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram at Laulu Adeomi and Facebook at Laulu Adeomi. I'm not very used to Twitter, but I'm also there, sure. And please, my YouTube page.